Greetings. My name's Dave Jacobs. I'm with the National Center for Healthy Housing in the U.S. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to celebrate the life of my good friend and very dear colleague, David Ormandy. I think I first met him at the second World Health Organization Healthy Housing Conference in Vilnius way back in 2004, although it might have been earlier. Over the ensuing years, we often found ourselves agreeing with each other on many issues, not all, but most of them. I've always admired his ability to change how housing inspections were done in his country so that they included health, which is also a testament to the hard work that many of you here today at his memorial have also contributed so immensely to. When I asked him a while back how he and others had accomplished that huge victory, he just kind of smiled in that very special way of his, and with his characteristic modesty said, "I just got started on this a little earlier than you did in the States." And he was right. On one of my visits to England, I remember he took us on a tour of some new housing there, and he would go on to excoriate some of the poor designs that we found on that trip. He was always very insightful and very practical. We also brought him over to the U.S. to see how the housing health and rating system might get adapted to U.S. housing, which unfortunately is still work very much in progress, and we hope one day that will happen. His insights were extremely helpful. He also had many good friends and colleagues in the United States, and on their behalf, I wanted to extend a greeting from all of them in the States as well. He also had many good friends and colleagues around the globe, which was a testament to his stature and his very robust humanity. We wrote a number of papers together and edited a WHO book on the environmental burden of inadequate housing and disease. We also corresponded very frequently, and his focus was not only trying to find the correct answers to various problems, but also being practical and making sure that what we had found through research was indeed being put into practice. That's a lesson that I have never forgotten. We also had a lot of good fun together. He had that very special dry British humor. His impatience was infectious, and he always insisted on taking action sooner rather than later. We had many great times in pubs and restaurants, and his humor always made my day so much happier and brighter. I was able to see him again just a few years ago, and I asked him what he thought about that very special seed that he had planted so many years ago. He was always, of course, as you know, very modest, but he was also very happy to be a part of our worldwide healthy housing community. And I believe his memory and the good work that he did will continue to light our way in the years and decades to come. A school I attended many years ago adopted Horace Mann's instruction, where he said, "Be ashamed to die until you have won some victory for humanity." And indeed, David won so many victories for us all. It has been said that remembrance is perhaps the greatest of all human gifts. I will always remember his leadership, his insistence on doing the right thing, his special humor, and his love of people, and indeed his very special friendship to me. Thank you again for the opportunity to be with you.